live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you aim with it, you throwing off the vibe.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Peters. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. He juked him, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. The Dolphins at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Peters. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
19 guys,
Looking to throw. Peters flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Ritter going to change up the look. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Cluster, 6, 5, 2. Watch out now, 50 series. Ready?
On second down, it's Cook again. A little juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Striker, 3-3.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Right, right. Yellow. Ready?
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Ojabo. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
14 yards brings up third down.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
79 Bronco. 70 Rangers, Mustang 19. Check.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
For the Dolphins field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
$6-0 our score after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Field, black, smack, red.
Ritter now. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Commanders.
Let's go.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Ritter going to change it up.
Ready.
A first down carry for Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
52 blasters. Hey,
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
ready.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Okay, right.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
10 cycles.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Red, yellow.
Ritter looking to throw here on fourth. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Peters, flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And now look at him go. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Ritter setting up the screen for Cook. And a loose football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Peters. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, a 3rd and 20. Operating from the gun, Peters. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Ritter.
46-yard line.
Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Black ultra. Hey, cross field. Red, cycle.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Commanders 7, Dolphins 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Peters escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
A final shot before the half for Corral.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll try the right side with Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him.
And he loses the football a second time.
Oh, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To throw on 3rd down, Peters. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, Pun, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, "Boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people."
Good run there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
In motion, Hill. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Well, they had their chances in the 1st half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Here's Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That is caught, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Ridder cannot escape, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Right.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Allen, the man in motion left. Third and long now. Ridder. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
On the double. Shot, 17. Hey, go Fury.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Ridder going to change up the look.
Right, 97. Yellow, go. Ultra.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And McLaurin, the motion man right.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Derrick Henry.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Dolphins 13.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Corral looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throwing on 1st down. Peters. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Ritter will set up to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Here's Ritter after that pick six. He'll dump this off to Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
Now Cook running right. Past the 20. 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook, 48 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Peters. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Partner, a tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's
3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Clark. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Peters. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get out of bounds with the force. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 35-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Option handoff now to Achane. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Talk about controlling the football, controlling a drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Sanders is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Stick, mega, black ultra. Set.
Now Ritter. That's complete. It's Cook. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Black shot.
Here's Ritter. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Ritter wants to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Ritter. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, and he'll be tackled and covered up inbounds. They get another first, but they're working with no timeouts.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Red, yellow. Green.
Back to throw. Ritter. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Red, cycle. Black shot. Red.
Ritter looking to throw it here.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Guard red. Blaster, stick. Right through.
Here's Ritter. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing? Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, back to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 117 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a third down.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. A give left side. Here's Achane. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
A give, running right, Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Looking to throw. Peters, flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. That was a big risk here in overtime to send him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about, 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and be positioned themselves. So you have confidence in it, and you have confidence in your defense to go ahead and let him kick that one.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now time to see what Ritter's got in OT here. And Dotson, he's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And a screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second and 10.
Drill 52. Yellow, go.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Okay, right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Field, black. Black, red. Red, yellow. Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
6 seconds. Wide open. Red cycle. Heel blue. Ready?
Ritter now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they... And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. On 1st down, Ritter.
It's intercepted. That'll seal it.
And the Dolphins are going to win this football game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got into overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights of going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance.